Hello everyone, so this is my contribution to the My Run challenge. Thanks firstly Phil Begnett for the nomination. So if anyone hasn't come across this before, it's 5 questions all related to your running, and I'll pop all of the questions below in a list, and if anyone who follows the channel wants to put their answers below, whether that's to all the questions or just some of them, then stick those in the comments below. It'd be good to see what your thoughts are on these questions as well. So question number 1, why do you run? This is a tricky one. There's so many things I could say here. One thing is for the simplicity. You know, our lives are very complicated, there's lots of distractions. Things can get quite intense, and I find that getting out there running is a really good way to get headspace, and it cuts out all of the noise of life. So that's one of the things. The other thing I would say is challenge as well. So I don't enjoy running all the time actually, and I'm glad that it's that way, because one of the things I really get from running is being able to kind of push through barriers, being able to overcome things that you thought you wouldn't able to, whether that's a certain distance, terrain, event, or whatever it is. So that's the second reason really, the challenge. The other thing I'd say leading on from that is just broadly personal development. If you're going through running and training for different things, you tend to find that there's this continuous self-improvement that happens in terms of mindset or resilience. So that's another reason that I run. And the other thing I'd say is just being able to get outside, just enjoy amazing surroundings. The South Downs Way, North Downs Way, some of the trails that I particularly have enjoyed recently. So my second question, what one piece of running advice would you give to another runner? I'd be cautious about this question, because the first thing I'd want to know is what this person is running for, what's their reasons, what type of running they want to do. So I wouldn't want to be too kind of prescriptive and say, oh, this is exactly what you should do if you're a runner. So I think the thing I would probably say here is discover what kind of running is right for you. One of the amazing things about running is its diversity. There are so many different types of running you could do, you know, whether that's getting really fast at running 100 meters, or just turning up to Parkrun once a week to have the social benefits of it, or trail running or road running for a marathon, for a half. So yeah, that's what I'd say. Don't think running is just one thing. Don't put it in a box that's too small for it. And just remember, there's lots of different types of running out there, so find what you enjoy, find what fires you. Third question, what was your first running event? So my first running event was back in 2016. It was the Brighton half marathon. I wasn't too much into running at that point, so the main thing I did then was football. However, I thought I'd sign up to a half marathon as a bit of a challenge. I got injured a couple of weeks before, tore a ligament in my foot. That was pretty terrible. The race was quite a painful one, but I enjoyed it. And Brighton is now where I live and enjoy lots of my running as well. So I've kind of returned back to where it all started, if you like. Number 4, my most ambitious yet achievable goal. So this is probably to run a 100-mile ultra. So I think that's what I'd like to build up to. The longest I've done so far is a 50-miler. But yeah, that's something that motivates me, particularly for the mental challenge. Of course, it's a physical challenge as well, but that's one thing I really enjoy about running, the kind of physical, the mental challenge rather. We've really just got to kind of slog it out and keep going. So yeah, 100-mile ultra, that'd be my most ambitious yet hopefully achievable goal. So the final question, what is your dream running event? And I've got 2 answers for this. One, a running event in England, so in my home country, and then I've got a kind of international event in mind as well. The home answer is the South Downs Way 100. So it actually passed by last weekend. I was doing some volunteering for it, but I just love the South Downs Way trails. If you watch the channel, you're probably used to me going on about them a lot and bigging them up, but I just absolutely love them. And I also like the format of the event as well. So you end on the running track, you do a lap of a 400-meter running track to finish in Eastbourne. And also I've got a bit of history with the trail. So I walked it over 7 days about 10 years ago now, so when I was 21, 22, and I'd like to be able to kind of go back and then run it in a much shorter period as kind of a challenge. And then also just because I love the trails. You know, I'm up here a lot on the South Downs Way. They're just stunning, spectacular. So I'd love to be able to do a 100-miler on here. And then my international answer would probably be a UTMB race. So the Ultra Trail du Mont Blanc, amazing trails out there, quite mountainous, tricky, challenging, but absolutely spectacular, and the atmosphere there as well. So those are my answers for the My Run challenge. Pop your answers below in the comments and it'll be interesting to have a read of those. Thanks for tuning in everyone, and see you all in the next one.